Good evening, Swirly Nation. And welcome back to the Top Cheese Summer League semi-final action. It's Gouda and Cheddar. It's the most confusing jersey combination we could find for semi-final action, as we have bright yellow versus bright green. And a shot comes in off the squish tender, pushed back in on net. It'll be picked up and cleared up off the boards by, I think that was Vickers. Defended in the corner is Dahl. Vickers with the puck. Up out the center. It'll be gathered in and played back. Nice D-to-D play there. Puck pops free. It'll be brought on by Cheddar. Cheddar, I think this is Kassane up the wing, twisting with it, keeping possession. The Cheddar defenseman allows a line change behind the play. I'm sorry, he's up playing forward right now is Kassane. Puck banked off the boards, it'll be Dixon. Popped past him by Gouda. Centering feed right free, and it's a shot that screams high and over the cage. Bloom tries to get to it. Dixon will. Puck is dislodged in front, or in the corner. It's Dixon rimming it around. Kassane couldn't get there. It'll be wedged off the board and brought back into the middle for another shot in on Squish. Rebound, he comes across full splitsies and sits on it, trying to hatch a second puck. Trying to hatch a squishling. It'll be Paris leaning over the dot against Myers. Myers sends it screeching wide of the cage. Pressured by Vickers. It'll come free to Paris. Paris to Evans. Evans up the boards. He centers it looking for Paris. It'll come past the stick of Geary. Gathered in his own end. It helps if I follow along, doesn't it? I'll also be running the camera for this one as Evans gets to the puck. Back to the point. Shot by Vickers. Bouncing puck. Freed up in front. Vickers will get there, waving at it, tipping it past the stick of Evans, gathered in by Ofterheide. He'll stop and start behind the cage, have it swiped away by Paris. Paris over to Evans. Evans twists behind the net, protects along the boards, takes a bump. It'll come back out for Dahl. Dahl with a backhander. Oh, actually, he'll send it back to the point man. Under pressure, but able to keep it into Dahl. Dahl, backside feed Vickers. Vickers, shot, glove side. Rebound in front. Evans wedges at it. It's still loose all the way to the wall. It'll be Dahl. To it, pushing it in front, just wide of Dunn in net. These goaltenders pulling double duty. If you were here just as little as 10 minutes ago, you saw Diesel Dunn and the Squish Tanner battle it out in a 6-8 game. Won by Asiago as they punch a ticket to the Top Cheese Summer League final. Puck kicked up, and it'll be brought on by Paris. Paris with some speed in, firing, and he'll find the back of the net. A twisted wrister off the stick of Brady Paris. Makes it 1-0. Cheddar. Paris able to gain speed down the wing and find the back of the cage. I'm trying to update the scoreboard here, folks. Faceoff will come all the way back to the Cheddar zone on an icing call. Faceoff will be to the right of the Squish tender. We've got the great Blake Paris in the stands. Wave to the crowd, Blake. Faceoff won by Gouda. Popped to the corner. Knocked out of the air, but kept it finally picked up by Hibben. Looks like some more Cheddar players have arrived as the Costas. Brother Joey, not a Franciscan monk. My joke of the summer. And Sister Abby. That'll move Kassane back to his natural defensive position. As it'll be Dahl at the point. Popped in front, waved at, and dislodged by Vickers. Picked up on the half wall by Gouda. Gouda snapping it off, it'll be off their high. Twist one way, turns the other. He's able to wedge it all the way out the center, where it's carried in on an onside play. The puck will get freed up as it comes free. Snapping it up ice before being turned back by Ofterheim. In up the wing, centered across. Evans waves at it on the back check. Ofterheim will pick it up and leave it. Popped further to the corner before it's picked up by Dahl. Past the stick of Evans, kept in at the point and slapped down. I think this is Jenkins. Jenkins to Paris. Paris to Vickers. Everybody else on Cheddar heads off as Vickers goes 1-on-3. It'll be swiped away from him. He'll battle along the boards. Ofterheim up the wing, able to get it to Geary. Geary up the left. And on squish, and a shot goes up high and beats him to the blocker's side to tie this one at a 1-1. Gouda with a great position shot up over the shoulder. And here's F.L. Geary down along the boards. He asked me to put the camera on him so his wife knows he's here. Bethany F.L. did come to the game. He brought Leo with him. As it's dumped in by Gouda. Picked up by Cheddar. Brought on by Costa. Abby Costa to the middle. Swiping it forward. Back to Kumnik. Kumnik. Pass track to the breaking wing. A centering feed. It'll be Bloom to Costa. Costa, short side shot. Off the side of the cage. Whacked that and cleared. I want to say that is Geary. Back to get it. I think that's Pegley. We'll put the face off at center ice. Pounding the puck on the back check is Evans. He'll dislodge it to the corner. He comes around with speed. There's Bowen to send him back to the corner. Puck tipped up by Dixon, but picked off by Gouda. Centering feed, comes free, Ofterheim. Steps around one, shoots it. Squish there. Able to get the stick on the rebound. Popping it in behind the cage. And now Paris. Paris up through center. Has Hibbett in the high slot. Evans center drives. Shot comes in. Done there. He makes the save and covers. An offensive zone draw coming here. Puck cranked to the board, sent in front, off the stick of Vickers. It'll be picked up and wedged up the wall by Kumnik. Costa there. Popped further. Kept in by Jenkins. Abby Costa cuts to the middle, can't get the shot through. Pegley will get to it. His shot finds the glove going down, but a rising shot is able to be snagged by Dunn. Puck batted out of the air. It's Geary. Defending Kasayan. Great back check there, Jenkins. He'll get control. Back to the point, it'll be Kumnik. One way, then the other. Crashing down nicely, Kasayan breaks it up. He gets it to brother Joey. Firing! That'll be kicked aside. Blocker side save by the pad of Diesel Dunn. Is there a better goaltending name matchup in the history of hockey than Diesel Dunn and the Squish Tender? Puck shot all the way down. It'll be chased. No icing. No icing the call. Winning the race was Myers. Beating Kassane to the puck. Cheddar able to make a line change. Puck up top. It'll be picked up by Costa. He tries to feed Paris. That's picked away, and Costa at the end of a really long shift here as Vickers works in. Defended by Ofterhide, who dumps it into the Cheddar end. Another tapped pass is picked up by Costa. He'll give it right back to Ofterhide. A D-to-D play sent up for the stick of Bowen. Defended by Pegley. He'll get control. Shot from the point. Skips off of a stick and wide. Brought back in front. It'll be, I think that's Hibben to Paris. Paris to Bloom. Bloom tried to go back to Paris, and a sliding defenseman breaks that play up. It'll be Paris behind the cage. Cross ice feed to Dahl. Dahl in front, stopping, starting, pulling up, looking, wristing one off the leg. Snapped that by Ofterhide, and it'll be a breakaway. A breakaway here. Feeding it back to Ofterhide, and Squish there to say no, no, no.
Squishy says no, 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 no.
Evans
no.
pops it further. Brought on by Bowen. Bowen up. Evans there. Now Costa. Abby Costa up the wing. Evans cuts to the middle. Costa to the corner. Stopping, starting, back to the point. It'll be a shot from there. Doesn't get through, and now Geary. Geary with it. Geary up the wing. Pestered from behind. Will shove it between the legs of Jenkins. Picked up by Dixon, wedged off the wall all the way back out to center. Lyndon Schrack to Austin Kumnick. Pass Jenkins to Geary. Geary's pass broken up by Jenkins. It'll come free. Dixon couldn't clear. Gouda keeping it in the Cheddar zone here as it'll ultimately come out the track, and he'll fire it in on an onside play. It's off the skate. Back to get it, Jenkins. Jenkins to Evans. Evans off Costa. All the way across for Vickers. Vickers tied up by Myers. And in comes Gouda again. Puck comes all the way back to the point for a shot. Deflected. In on Squish, who makes the stop. A big deflection save there. Myers back to the point as Gouda establishes dominance on this shift. Now Evans with the puck, a rolling puck, tracked from behind by Myers, wedging it forward. He'll challenge the defense as he's in, unable to get control. Myers swipes it to the corner. Costa there, now Hibben. Costa, Abby Costa, inside, firing back to the glove hand side and just missing. Hibben behind. Tied up on the play, it'll be Ofterhide coming away. Ofterhide twists back towards his own end. Fires it up, eluding everybody until it's at center for Kassane. Kassane to Hibben. Hibben tries for Bloom, followed on by Costa. That'll kick to the corner, a centering pass, nobody home. And out comes Ofterhide, a 3-on-2 develops here. Tries to drop it, he'll stay with it instead. Now he'll feed it across. And coming across to rob him is the Squish Tender. Firing from the point wide of the cage. Let the bodies hit the floor as 4 kids down along the boards. It'll be Dahl coming away with it. D-to-D play to Kassane. Up off the wall for Costa. Bloom in on the forecheck. Track able to keep control and wedge it out the center. Kicked forward by Hibben, but he can't get control. We battle at center. It'll be Costa. Costa, right wing side, over for Bloom. Carrying it all the way deep into his own end, or into the Gouda end. Trying to center. Great stick tie up there by the Gouda defense. Now Evans picks it off. Weaving inside, looking. He'll wrap it around. Still in control. Cutting to the middle. Firing it backside. He was looking for Costa, but a great stick by Kumnik. Breaks the play up. It'll be Bloom off the boards. Winding, firing, done there to make the stop. Cleared by Kumnik. All the way out the center. Pegley rims it all the way into the Gouda zone. Up for Bowen. Bowen cranks it out the center. It'll be Brady Dixon. Dixon turning it up the wall. Vickers. Vickers wedges it to center, but right to Ofterhide. Sending it across. Back in behind the Cheddar net. It'll be Dixon. Up for Vickers. Swiped away by Paris. Paris with speed, weaving in. Up the right, stopping, starting, pulling up, shooting one wide. He's got to see the kids on the opposite side there. He had two players wide open in the high slot. And Paris opted for the short side shot. Popped forward by Pegley. Picked up by Evans. He'll find Paris. Swiped away from him. Now off Vickers' stick. Eludes the stick of Evans. Weaving in, firing one up and over the net of the squish tender. 1-1 tie here, Gouda and Cheddar. Semi-final action. It's the Cares of Western Pennsylvania Top Cheese Summer League. It's the AML G Pee Wee Division semifinals. 10 minutes to play, first half action. Face off, knocked to the side. It'll be Jenkins around for Dahl, up for Bloom. Bloom pressured immediately, wedges it forward. There's Costa looking for it. It's copped free, kicked it on the squish tender and swiped away. The rebound cleared by Dahl. He'll find Bloom. The diminutive one finds Abby Costa. Brother Joey on the other side. She'll pass it over. Shot off the outside of the cage. Popping it back in front, just missing the stick of Bloom. Great feed by Joey Costa. Off the skate of Bowen, gathered in by Dahl as Cheddar applies some pressure here. His shot blockered out by Dunn and cleared all the way down by Gouda for an icing. And the faceoff will come to the right of Diesel Dunn. These goaltenders are going to start to show fatigue possibly, as this is game 2 for them, back to back. I know in the squish tender's case, he's also coming off of a goalie camp all day today. So heavy goaltending work for some of these kids. As Evans gets a high stick on it, it'll be popped out to center by Gouda. No whistle as Hibben comes away with it. Hibben, he's got Evans. He'll find him. He'll send it, fire it in. Dunn clears it with the stick. Pucks, it's free. It's swiped away by the Gouda defense. Paris with the puck. It'll be brought in. Sent to a corner. Pop to the corner where it's battled for. It'll be Evans up the wings, fired across for Paris. Paris centering one that skips past the stick of Hibben. It'll be Evans to the puck. He'll peel off the wall, looking, trying to drag. He will, and it'll be stopped by Dunn. Goaltending duel here as Dunn and Squish come up big. Evans fires one in, Dunn with the glove. It'll be a face-off won by Costa. Rimmed around and brought back out by Gouda. Weaving into the middle for a rising shot that eludes the cage high. Vickers down in his own end as he ran into the referee there. Brought back on by Gouda. Left at the point. There's Costa to Costa. It's a 3-on-1. Kumnik defending. Abby Costa challenges 1-on-1 and Kumnik swipes it away. To the corner we battle. Rimmed around for Bowen. Bowen wedges it off the boards. It's kept in by Dahl. Gouda will get control, firing it around. It's Trek up to the blue line. It'll be behind the net. Popped up free. Out in front, and now it's going to be Paris. Coming free to center. Into the offensive zone, weaving inside, outside. He'll fire it. I don't know if it caught post or the pad had done. As he tried to pull it around the Gouda goaltender. Shot comes in, kicked off the skate of Ofterhide. Paris back to it. He looks for Hibben. Comes free to Jenkins, whose shot's gloved. Two great semifinal games here in the cares of Western Pennsylvania Summer League. It'll be picked up by Kassane at the Cheddar blue line. He'll go off the board for Hibben. Hibben wedges it forward. It'll come to Paris. Paris has Bloom. He'll find him. Bloom in, firing, and he's got a backdoor shot as he caught Dunn moving from his right to his left, fired it back against the green, and he's able to break a 1-1 tie. Landon Bloom off the Paris dish. The Paris dish, a nice pastry perhaps, a croissant. As Jenkins is pressured heavily, he'll rim it around behind. He was looking for his D partner. I think he got tied up on the play. Bloom will pop it up, looking to return it to Paris. Paris able to get it out to center. He sees Hibben, sends it right between the wickets, and it'll be Ofterhide in his own end. Ofterhide able to pop it around. Kassane there, popping it free to Vickers. Now Ofterhide, behind his own net. Winds up and carries it. Creates some space. Fakes one way, snaps it back the other. It'll be Kassane up into the crowd. A souvenir for the fans here at the cares of Western PA Top Cheese Summer League. It'll be sent back to track. Off the wall, picked up by Dixon. Dixon drives in. Evans there to fire one that goes wide of the net. He'll stay on it. Defended by Kumnik. He'll turn him back to the inside. He'll pop it to the outside for Dixon. He sends it back to Evans, unable to get control. Cleared nicely by Gouda out to center. It'll be sent forward to Vickers. Picked up by Evans. Evans to Vickers. Vickers shot, and there's Dunn again. Diesel Dunn says no. As we get down to the minute 30 mark of the first half, a 2-1 game here. More exciting AMLG semifinal action. Puck chipped up and over past Dahl. He wedges it by Ofterhide, and we've got an offside play. Offside at the Cheddar line, so the faceoff will come there. Bloom wins the draw, but it snapped right to a Gouda streaking forward. And it's defended well by Cheddar. Gouda's Myers stopping, turning, picking it up. Banked off the wall, bouncing puck out to center. It'll be Costa. Costa up the right. He's got half a step, stops, picks up, finds Hibbins, sends it backdoor for Bloom, who couldn't fire it through. Bloom was there looking to finish. But Dunn able to come across and make the save. It'll be 2-1 as we head to the the halftime. Goalies, as is Top Cheese Summer League tradition, switch ends. As they aren't assigned to a team in order to make summer hockey fun, we want the goalies to play the whole game. However, it makes it a little difficult when, if you're just assigned to one team, you never go on vacation. So what we do is we have a pool of goalies we pull from, and those that are available, we'll assign them to games. They come out and they play half for each team, since it is 2 birth years on the Top Cheese Summer League. It'll be Evans up the left here. He's got Vickers. Leaves it for Paris. Broken up by Bowen. Evans with it. Comes back to the middle. Cuts inside. Swiped away. And back comes Gouda. There's Kissane to defend. Wedging it off of his stick. Now it's Vickers. Vickers Bouncing puck picked up and carried in. Faceoff will come to the left of the squish tender. Swiped away, and in comes Gouda. Geary driving, defended by Dahl, and up comes Costa. Costa to Costa, has Bloom. Bloom to the middle, looking, sending one all the way to the corner for Costa. He'll pick it up there. Back in front for Bloom, tips one in, and there's the squish tender to say no. Puck worked in the corner. Jenkins has it taken away. It's down the wall for Ofterhide to clear, leaving it for his partner. Sending it up, it'll be Jenkins to the puck, pressured by Geary. Spinning off the wall. And it's sent in on an offside play. Backside feed by Evans hits Paris. You missed it because I was pointing the thing in the wrong direction. Sorry. It was a beautiful play. You have to trust me. I only saw part of it because I was trying to adjust something on the camera and respond to a question on the timing. It'll be Paris weaving in now. Winding, firing, Evans, squish tender there to get the first save. Rebound sits free. Cleared nicely. Here comes Geary with speed. Up through center. In front, I think that's Burns. Crashing down the wall, I think is Robinson. Trying to get all the names straight. Here comes Paris, taking the feed from Evans, pulling up, stopping. He'll delay, he'll hold, he'll send a cross-ice feed to Vickers. Vickers off of the squish tender to the half wall. Cleared up and out by Gouda. Dixon to the puck. Taken away and brought back in. Firing, and what a missile! That's Leo Geary, I believe, making it 3-2. Ermlich sending it off the boards, picked up by Myers. Battled for Ermlich will swipe it, bring it in. Going to the forehand, now backhand. Is defended by Dahl to the corner. Dixon gets to it. He'll send it up the wing to Costa. Battled for now Dixon again. Dixon up for Costa. Costa off the stick of Costa. Out the center, Robinson. Ofterhide able to snap it cross ice off the stick of Ermlich, and in comes Dahl. Inside out move. cutting inside. It'll be Costa getting to the puck. Popped up and out over center, and it's a potential 2-on-1 here. Defending is Jenkins. Crashing down is Vickers to break the play up, but it'll be Ofteride with it. Coming across, winding, fired, centering it back in front, and it's shot in on to Dunn, who holds on. It'll be fired in front. Squish there to make the first save. I think Bowen got a stick on the second. And back up ice comes Burns. He's got Kriticky with him. Defended by Kassane. Battled for with Paris. Paris sending it to Bloom. Bloom defended by Kumnik. Kumnik the better on that one, but in comes Hibben to swipe it away. Good puck support there. To the corner we go. It'll be Paris. Cross ice, off of a stick. Bloom will get there. Shooting one back towards the cage, it's blocked. Second chance, fans on the shot. And out comes Bowen. Bowen to Burns. Burns has Jenkins defending. Nice stick there as it'll be picked up by Pegley in his own end and rimmed around. Weaving through is Jenkins with speed, fending off Geary to the corner. Left up high for Pegley. He'll walk down Main Street, shooting one into the pads, kicked out. Rebound sits clear to be cleared by the Gouda defense. Excellent defensive play there. Sending one across to Pegley. Pegley will dump it in. Chasing it down is Vickers. Vickers onto the puck. Evans to it. Falls down on the play. Fired back in front. Weaving through comes Geary, and that one shot wide. I think it might have been deflected off of a stick. Back to Ofteride as Gouda pushes for the comeback. Under 20 to play. Trailing by 1. Ermlich tripped up. Cleared up to the stick of Costa. Costa wedging it forward but can't get it free as Geary gets there. Vickers pressures. Geary able to find Ermlich at the line, but Ofteride looked to be in the zone a bit off-site. Just a bit of disjoint there at the Cheddar line. So it'll be Costa in to take the draw. Wedged free to Ofteride. Pressured by Evans. He's trying for, I think that was Myers. It's picked off by Dixon. Dixon down the left with speed to the corner. Looking, centering. It'll come free to Costa. She'll shoot, and it's off the squish tender to the corner. Nice rebound control. It'll now be Evans to Dixon. Myers gets a stick there. And Gouda clears the zone. Myers will dump it in. It's behind Dunn to be picked up by Cheddar, rimmed around to Evans off of his stick. Up the wall to Ofteride. Swiped away. Up for Evans. He can't get control. It'll come free. Banking it all the way in is Cheddar. Puck dislodged, and it's Dahl. Up on it, it's an offside play as it comes free to Bowen. All the way across, shot in, it's off the stick of the squish tender. Backside feed by Costa eludes the stick of bloom, and it's brought back out. Wedged free by Kranicki and sent in on an offside play. Up comes Cheddar. Backside for Ibben. Swiped away by Kumnik, and he's loose. He's able to play the puck up. I think this is Burns cutting to the outside, defended by Jenkins. All the way to the corner. 15 to play, 1-goal game. Hibben gets his stick to it as it rims all the way free for Ofterheide. He twists one way, weaves into the middle, centering feed, bouncing puck, swipe that, done there, puck loose. It's under Kranicki, I believe. And it's sent behind the cage. It'll be Dahl. Dahl picking it up, confronted. He'll flip it up for Hibben in the corner. He's got a little bit of time. Twisting and turning in the corner is Gouda. That was Ofterheide. It's taken away. It's Paris. He's bodied by Geary nicely. It'll pop free to Ofterheide. Puck wedged off his stick by Dahl. Dahl now Ofterheide. Ofterheide and Dahl. They play catch back and forth. It goes to Myers in the corner. Stepping out, a one-timer. Skips free. It'll be Evans. Popping it to center. He's got Paris. 2-on-2 develops. Ofterheide ties up Paris. Evans comes the whole way around looking. He'll send a backside feed that eludes, or that's off of a Gouda defender. Paris will get to it. He stops and starts, swiped away. Geary to the puck. He's run into by Vickers. Evans will get there. Evans back to the point. Kissane can't get to it. It'll be tapped up for Ermlich. Back checking through it is Vickers. It'll come free to Ofterheide. Ofterheide off Evans' skate. He'll pick the puck up. He's hounded from behind by Ofterheide. He's able to overtake Evans and take the puck. Snapping it across for Geary. Geary up through center. Off of a stick and tapped into the corner. Sent cross ice by Kissane. Brought on by, can't tell, is that Evans? He was looking to center it. Run into is Paris, but will maintain control. Diving and dipping through. Comes free to the stick of, I think that's Robinson. Sent back in on net, and a stop by the squish tender. It'll be down the walls, Dixon. Dixon to the corner. Oh. Give me a second here, folks. Gotta plug some stuff in. We seem to have lost the stream.
Squishy says, no, 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 no.
All right, we're back in time to tell you we have a tie game, folks. Lost some connection there with the OBS. We are running low on power, and so hopefully we have enough to bring you the whole game as Joey Costa tries to wedge one by. It'll be brought on. Here's Burns. He's got a 2-on-1. He's got Bowen defended by Dahl. He'll fire, blocked aside by Dunn. 9 minutes to play. It'll be Costa up to Vickers. Vickers to Costa. Costa to Vickers. Battled in the corners, supported well by both squads. And we're going to get a penalty here, it looks like. The Brankel greenhouse power play will be coming as it's swiped away by Geary. And with 8:06 to play, the turkey has found the table. For Team Gouda. Rimmed around by Ofterhide as they try to sneak one out short-handed. Tricky, tricky, tricky by the bench boss, Kumnik there. It'll be Paris as it's tracked across. Crashing down is, not sure who that is. Is that Pegley? Might be. Here's Paris weaving through. Picking it up, poked at by Squish to be kept out. Cleared, and we're down to 50 seconds left on the Branko Greenhouse power play. Paris around one, finding Bloom. Bloom to the Squish tender. Evans follows up. He's there for that one, and Paris can't tap it home. Squish coming up big yet again. It'll be Costa with it, centering pass to Hibben. Hibben swipes it just wide of the net. Picked up, power play over. As Bowen gets to it, Costa will keep it in. Cross ice feed off the skate of Hibben. To the corner. Popped forward. Battled for along the boards. Swept out where Dixon will get there. Dixon winds, fires. Pad saved by Squish. Swiping at it. To the corner for Hibben. He'll wrap it around looking for Costa. It'll be Dahl crashing down the boards though. Out to Costa. Up for Hibben. Hibben will keep it in as Cheddar possesses. Shot just wide of a sprawled out Squish. Dahl gets there. This line just working deep. Up off the stick of Squish. Cleared to the corner. Costa gets there. Shot in off of Squish. Another big stop. And to Kranicki off of Burns. And Dixon unable to keep it at the blue line. He'll battle along the boards. Supported by Hibben. Swiped away by Bowen and sent all the way in to the Cheddar end. It'll be Dahl with it. Dahl holds on. Goes across to Costa. Costa turns it over. Here's Geary. Geary off the wall. Bouncing puck eludes Dixon. It'll be picked up by Evans. Evans up for Paris. Paris back to Evans. Evans with some speed. Can he get the corner? He'll get around. And they crashing into his brother. And sent screaming to the side of the cage. Squish coming up huge as out comes Ofterhide. Now Paris. It'll be behind for Jenkins. It'll be Ofterhide at center. Over to Robinson, looking to break it into Ermlich. Picked off by Vickers. Vickers up the right, wedging it forward for Paris. Puck comes free, spinning with it Kissane. Up for Vickers, and it's an offside play. Paris in the zone. Puck wedged free to Bowen. Costa to it. Bloom to the corner. Tripped up on the play. It'll be picked up in the corner by Hibben. Twisting. Comes free for Burns to strike into the offensive end. Defended by Jenkins all the way to the corner. Somebody needs a hero here. It'll be Costa weaving in, cutting to the outside, stopping, pulling up, shooting off the squish tender. Hibben in the corner. Battling there. Costa out with it. Cleared by Truck. To the point for a drive from Pegley. Rebound swiped away by Kranicki, who sends it all the way down the ice. It's on net. It's not on net. I thought it was on net. 2 minutes left. It'll come all the way back to the Gouda zone. Give a shout out to Grace and Peru at home watching. Hopefully on a big screen, bowl of popcorn. Paris. Myers able to get control behind the net. Picked up and popped to the corner for Ofterhide. Sent all the way up off the boot of Pegley. It's a 3-on-2 for Gouda. Under 2 minutes to play as they cut to the outside. Weaving through, centering feed. Dunn comes across, keeps it out. Costa gets to it, but he's stick lifted nicely by Myers. Played back to the point, but picked off by Parrish. Parrish coming in around Ofterhide. Cut off by Robinson. He stays with the puck, trying to find Evans. Can't. Back comes Ofterhide. A 2-on-2 around Pegley. In onside. Shooting it backside for a tap-in goal and a lead. So it'll be 4-3 Gouda leads.